Whoa, I was coming in fast and furious. Hello, hello. Welcome to Jewel School. Jewel Loom School. We were just talking about the Jewel School live event with JTV. And so I'll be excited to hear from those of you that are going to be attending in a couple of weeks, I believe it is. And so Joan's going to be there. And so we'll be minus Joan on one of Thursday after next. Yeah, she's in the background doing peace signs. Thursday after next. So, but hey, we'll make it work. Uh, we we will miss her, and I will try not to end the stream um, when I'm not supposed to. So, hello, Maria. Hey, everyone. I'm Juliana. Sometimes I forget to introduce myself. I just am, I just feel like the whole world knows who I am, but that's not the case. I'm Juliana. People call me Jules, that's my nickname, and I am the inventor of the Jewel Loom, the blue portable, easy to use Jewel Loom that we're going to be playing with tonight. And Beanalon is my manufacturing partner. They make the original Jewel Loom, they make the baby Jewel Loom. But yeah, so you could find the Jewel Loom all over the world. And that's a pretty cool thing. I still need to get a map because I want to see where the Jewel Loom is. I want to like start asking people. So yeah, and then we have our beautiful wood looms that are manufactured right here in the U.S. in Missouri by the lovely Robert and Karen and the boys. The boys bless the looms before they go out. So, but anyway, what are we doing? What are we doing? Maria, Leanne, Robin, everyone's coming in. Welcome. It's a Thursday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I am now in New Jersey. And so I just want to give a big shout out. I'm doing my Jersey Girl hoops, my New York, my East Coast. Hey, I'm loving them. My girlfriend Jackie, she had a pair on, and I was like, I need those, and so she brought them. She brought them over. So I'm loving it. I love a big pair of hoops. I just think they're way too much fun. Hey Mel, how you doing? So good to see you, sweetheart. Yeah. So oh, good. Maria loves them. But I was on a 2 hour Zoom and then a Facebook for the industry today. And forgive me, I've got my sexy voice, which some of you may not mind, but if I clear my throat, Joan's cracking up. If I clear my throat a few times, that's why. Hey, listen, earlier today, I went ahead and I uploaded part one to this project, which was warping the loom. Okay, so that's part one. And then part two was me actually showing you how to build the base. Now, when I ended part two, I didn't have the whole base completed because at that point we were already 15 minutes into it. And I wanted to just like show you what we were doing, talk about it, and then off air, go ahead and finish it. Tonight, we're going to be focusing on the loops. And so the loops are these fun dimensional pieces. This is the Ocean's Desire bracelet. This is the one that I did in the Jewel Loom Inspirations book, which if you don't have that, I would say go ahead, check out your local bookstore to see if they have it or if they can order it for you. It's on the Barnes and Noble, but it's also on the Amazon. And so if you're a Prime member, you could probably, I don't know if you get free shipping with that. I think so. I don't personally carry it in the Jewel Loom shop because, believe it or not, selling a book in addition to all the other things, books are just like, they're weird with packaging, whatever. And so, please, visit the Amazon, visit the Barnes and Noble. But by all means, if you have a local bookstore, go to your local bookstore because I'd like to support the small bookstores as well. Funny thing is, I'm not attached, but I'm like next door to the town bookshop here. And so my girlfriend's like, you really need to go introduce yourself because she'll probably carry your book and maybe even your loom. And you could do an author thing and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh my God, so cool. Yes, of course, I should do that. All right. So let's just see what's going on. Jeanette's in the house. How you feeling? Sue, I miss seeing you. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead. I'm going to show you the looping. We're going to work on that. The kit, I reworked one of the Creative Soul kits. We had some left over, and so I reworked it so that you can make this bracelet. I want to say that there might be 12 kits left. It's called Bright Lights Vega Nights. Not Vegas, but Vega. So if you heard the story about me breaking down outside of Vega, Texas, and the deputy that sat with us for quite a long time until the tow truck came, that whole situation has had such an impact on my heart. And so I was like, oh, this kind of reminded me of like if the lights were on the patrol car and the tow truck lights and all those big old truckers driving by, which God bless the truckers in the US. I'm just going to like pour my love out on you. I don't even know how you deal with others on the road, because I saw some stuff like people would pull in front of truckers. They're not going to be able to stop. Okay. So please don't pull in front of a trucker. You're not going to win. And it's really, really dangerous. And so, yeah, so my heart just like goes out to all the truckers in the US. I just was, I just couldn't get over what they had to deal with on my cross country trip. I saw a lot. So in the photo, and I don't know, Joan, why don't you go ahead and let's go down to the overhead. Okay, perfect. And let's just see here. I'm going to pull this out for a second so I can show you. All right. So we have a huge assortment of glass beads, and there's going to be all kinds of different shapes and sizes. There's a ton of aqua jasper. There's other gemstones in here as well, but every kit's a little bit different. So, but you will definitely have the jasper, the aqua jasper. But as far as the other gemstones, it might be topaz quartz, it might be lapis, but it's a variety of different stones. And you're going to have your 11Os, and then I've already used my 8Os. I guess I could have grabbed another kit. So it's a tube. Where's that? Here we go. So it's a whole tube of 8Os. This is a lustered rosaline, absolutely gorgeous. This is what I have left after doing the length for a 6-inch wrist, which I'll talk about here in a sec. Okay. And I'm going to add, which is not in the photo on the website, I'm going to add some bugles. Y'all, if you saw my drawer full of bugles, you would probably just, I don't know, you'd probably tie me up and then, I don't know, take them all. Because when I tell you I got bugles, Mama's got bugles. So I'm going to put at least 3. This one is a twisted gold bugle. Let me bring it up to the camera. Look how pretty. Okay. So it just depends, but I'm kind of thinking it would be fun with these bigger guys, maybe to do like a fringed look. I don't know that more than 3 would, yeah, you could do a pendant too, Joan. That's very true. So I saw the bugles and I was like, you know what? I'm going to share them. They're just sitting in the drawer. They're sitting in the drawer and they need to go out to everybody who buys a kit. Okay. All right. That's my, I don't know, bad interpretation of my East Coast accent. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in my loom. And this is where I finished. And I just want to bring the Ocean's Desire in. Let me scooch this up a little. And so you can see that with this one, I did go, let me scooch it up. I did go a couple more rows because this bracelet fits awfully tight. And if I swell up, I can't even close it. So I decided to just go ahead and add a couple extra rows. Isn't this one gorge? The Ocean's Desire is really gorgeous. I should try to put together that kit. Okay, so when I finished my base, I still had plenty of thread. So I didn't cut it off because I'm just going to go right into my loops. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave the top row and I'm going to leave the bottom row without loops. So I'm in the perfect position to just go ahead and take my needle, and I'm going to put some more light on the situation just so I can see a little bit better. Does that, let's see, I don't want to like blind you. I hope that's okay. Joan, is that okay with that light now? Okay, it just helps me to see better. So, yep, all right. So I'm going to go ahead and put a loop on 3 of the 8 seed beads. So I'm going to take the needle and I'm going to come through the first, and then I'm going to come out and between that first and second bead. And this is my right hand, by the way, so I'm on the right side of the loom. And then I'm just going to pull that all the way. So I'm taking my needle and thread. And the more beads you pick up, the bigger and fluffier your loops will be. And the less beads then that you pick up, the tighter your loops will be. So I like a little bit of a go home, go big or go home. So I'm going to go ahead and do 1. These are my 11-O's. 2, 3. Come on, buddy. I got extra light. You should be easy to see. 4, 5. So I'm going to pick up 5 11-O's. Then I'm just going to grab one of the smaller decorative beads. I'm going to refer to this palette as my decorative beads. Hey, Nancy. And 1, 2, 3, 4, whoops, 5. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back through the first bead, and then the needle's going through the second bead, and then it's going to come out between the third and the fourth bead. And this is going to be my first loop. Oh my gosh. See, look how fun. Seriously, one of my all-time favorite. This is how I learned. This is all I ever did when I first learned. We were making these on the Aline's Creative Living show, like nonstop. So we were constantly making this style. So again, I'm going to pick up 5 11-O's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's see, what do we got here? We got a bunch of little things going on. We got some duos. Oh, this is pretty. Let me pick up this blue bead. That's probably the hardest part to this, is figuring out what beads to pick up because they're all so pretty. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm going to take the needle and I'm going to go to the right side of that third bead, and then I'm going to come all the way out. And there's my second loop. So let me bring that up to the camera. Okay. And now we're going to do our third loop. And so I'm all the way out here on the outside of that. We'll call that the 6th bead from the right. And once again, I'm going to pick up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you know what? I'm going to pick up a little gemstone. That'll be fun. That was all the way over here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then I'm going to go to the right side of that 6th bead and all the way out, and that's my 3rd loop. Okay, so that row now has 3 loops on it already. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I turn the loom around so that I can start to work on the next row. So this time I could alternate. So I could come in and I'll come out. I'll go through the first 2 beads and then I'll come out the second, in between that 2nd and that 3rd bead. All right. You could certainly make a loop on every single 8-0. I mean, that would be something. It's going to take a while and it's going to get really tight, but it's a super cool look. So again, I'm going to, let me make sure I'm in the frame here. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and maybe I'll start to go, well, no, I'm kind of, you know, since this is by my wrist, I'm going to kind of stay a little small. I'm going to save my big guys for, you know, what's going to be seen. So 3, 4, 5, and then I'm going to go on the right side of that 2nd bead, and then I'm going to come out at the 5th bead in between the 5th and the 6th bead. Okay, so there's another loop. And so again, we're going to pick up 5, 1, 2, 3, 5, and let's see what, let's get a little red in there. So get this red. Oh, I'm going to get these guys out of the way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then I'm going to go on the right side and then all the way out. Okay, so I have my first 5 loops. And then once again, I'm going to turn the loom. So every time I'm done with a row, I turn. And then I'm going to come through. I'm going to repeat that first row, which was on the loop on the 1st, the 3rd, and the 6th bead. So this is going to be a really fun bracelet. Super fun. It's going to be warm and fall-y, but it's going to have like, still going to have some punch to it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and ooh, this one's speaking to me. Look at that pretty one. Okay, that's like a teal. Super pretty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to go on the right side of the first bead. And then we're coming through the 2nd and then out and in between the 3rd and the 4th. Oh, that's really pretty. Okay, and then, so you can kind of see like by picking up 5 beads, how big that makes your loop. So if you wanted your piece to be tighter, then you would just pick up less 11-0s. And let's see, I don't think I've used any purple. So where's the hole on that guy? Oh, cool. So that one goes from the top to the bottom. 2, 3, 4, 5. And where you at? Okay, so we're going to go on the right side and then all the way out. Oh, it's going to be so pretty. Okay. I haven't made myself one of these in a long time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let's see, what am I missing? Let's see. What can we go with? Let's do I feel like I need a pop of something. I guess we'll do this little tiny lapis chip. That'll work. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then we're going to go out. Whoops. Out that bead. Okay. Perfect. And then I'm going to turn it. Okay. Now, in the book, we do talk about how you can skip a row in the base of your project. And if you do skip a row, it just kind of helps the bracelet to flow back and forth. Let me see. I don't know. Well, it looks like I might have made loops on every single one of mine. I just like that tight, the tight, looped feeling of the bracelet. So I don't think I'm going to skip on this one either. So we just did 3. So now we're going to go back to 2. So I just want to make sure I pulled tight enough here. So coming out the second one. And we're going to pick up 5. And let's see, what are we going to do here? This is always ooh, that one's a cool bead. Okay. And then I'm going on the right side of that bead and then out in between the 5th and the 6th. Oh my gosh, look how pretty. This is going to be a really fun bracelet. Okay. Like I got to scooch some stuff over here. Okay, so we're going to pick up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I guess we could do like a topaz. Okay, and then I'm going to go to the right side and all the way out. And you see how I help to guide the loops, and I just take my time. So pretty. Super pretty. Okay, and then we're going to turn. I feel like I'm going to need a new shirt for this. There's a dress in the window across the street, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay, it just got a little too tight here. Hold on. There we go. This would look very pretty. Okay. So again, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and oh my gosh. Ooh, should I do? No, I'm still a little too close. Kind of like to save some of these bigger guys for um, the middle of the bracelet. Oh, that's going to be a fun one. What color though? What color? What color? What color? Oh, look at this. I didn't even see that. Let's do that white one. That's awesome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And okay, so we're going to go through the first bead, the second bead, and then out between the third and the fourth. Oh yeah, that's really fun. Okay. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe this baby blue one, huh? And then we're going on the right side of the third and then all the way out. Whoops. Okay, and then we're going to pick up the dark blue one. Hermes in the background. Yeah, but I got, see, I get all like, oh, but I got that color there. I haven't used any of my jasper. Let me see if I have a small, actually, ooh, what's that? That looks pretty. There's so many different cool beads in here. I always like to give you cool beads. Let's see, what do we got? 4, 5. And we'll go all the way out. Okay, and then we're going to turn. It is really pretty, Nancy. It's really pretty. Okay. And now I got to kind of stick my head in here. So we had 3, right? So it starts to get a little tight, but it's really, I like the look of that. So I'm going to do just, that's the second bead. So I'm only doing 2 loops. And I do feel like I could do is there, oh, there's only 1 red in here right now. Let's go ahead and, oh, but I've only got 3 red altogether. So I'm going to want to pace myself with the red. So let's put those guys over there. Oops, I just lost a seed bead. Oh, you know, I haven't used, got a lot of those guys. Let's do a little lavender. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to go on the side of the second bead there and then out and in between the 5th and the 6th. Did I just do what I think I just did? I did, didn't I? Oh, well, I'm okay. So let me show you what I just did because I'm talking and I'm demoing. I only picked up 1 seed bead. And then I picked up the decorative bead. And then I picked up 5 more. But guess what? It's not a deal breaker. It still looks cool. And I'm not going to lose my Cheerios over it. Okay. So you know, something like that happens. It happens, and you could certainly back up and start over again, but I'm not going to do it. I think it's fine. It'll be my little secret with you and the rest of the world. Okay, so 4, 4, 5. Come on now, buddies. 5. Okay. Ooh, that's kind of big though. What about this big chunky? No, because he's going to take over. Oh my. Okay, do this guy. This is really pretty. I'm going to do that one. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to go on the right side. Ooh, I got to really get in here. I can't see. Okay, so I'm on the right side of the 5th bead here. And all the way out. Okay. Wow, look at how much we got done. I love looping. I just can't even tell you how much I love it. Okay, so I'm going to do, if you ever do get to the point where you're just like, you know what, I feel like I need to not do something on a row and you want to skip a row, you certainly can. I do want to go ahead and get in here and do, you know what, I might just do seed beads on this one. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. Because this guy got a little big and that's cool. I'm going to just do seed beads. I'm going to do 10 seed beads. So 1, 2, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 10. And I'm on the right side of the 1st bead. Then I'll come out that 3rd. Okay. Yeah, that'll be good. So this will just be like my filler row. So instead of leaving it blank with no loops, I'm just going to do seed beads. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That'll be nice because it'll all get smushed together when I do that next row. And then we'll just go on the right side and all the way out. Okay. And then we're going to turn. What is a leftover bead? That's so funny. And going to go through the 1st and the 2nd. And I'll go back to making the loops with a decorative bead. 3, 4, 5. Ooh, what's that? That's gorge. Holy cow. Where's your hole at? Okay. Ooh, that's really cool. Okay. So let me scooch up here a little too. Digging into my mat here. 3, 4, 5. Nope, 4. Where's the 5th one? And on the right side, and then all the way out between the 5th and the 6th. A little short here on thread. Ooh, look at how pretty that is. Nice. This is going to have a lot of conversation. So now I'm definitely want to sneak in some jasper. I think that might look super cool. So 1, 2, 3, whoa, 4, 5. Getting a little tight in here. There we go. Whoa. Ooh, I love it. I love how this is speaking to this. Very cool. Okay. Wow, that's a big guy. Holy guacamole. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Definitely feel like I need something here to balance this out. So keeping the tension, I want to make sure that loop stays nice and tight. So 3, what do I got? 5. And what do I want to kind of snuggle up against the jasper? What do let me see. Maybe a piece of like a toe. Oh yeah, that like here. I wonder if that would help for it to, ooh, or do I want to, oh, I don't know if I want to dangle. That might make stuff. Ooh, that's the same guy. Okay, let's just do this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to come through the right. And we definitely need to have something there in the middle. So, ooh. So pretty. Okay, so now let's see what we're going to do here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I feel like I need something. I need color because I've got like kind of like a collage collection of a little bit of pop there, but I think I need pop. So this looks good. Ooh, or do I want, no, that's too much of the same. Let's go with this guy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And whoops, make sure. Oh yeah, nice. Nice call, Jules. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, what? Stir up the pot. Let's stir up the pot. What do we got going on? Ooh, what's that? No, I got too much blue. Maybe just want to, do I want to, does it need to be, I feel like it does. I feel like it's got to be something in that size. So let me see. What do I got here? I don't want any more blue on that row. And I only have one more white. So I got to save that. What am I going to do? There's so many pretty beads. I don't know what color I want. Any ideas? Tell me what to pick. Amber topaz. You want to think another amber topaz? There's like an amber topaz over here. Am I not seeing something? Ooh, that's pretty rad. I'll have to put that in the middle somewhere. Maybe one of these guys. Maybe that's the answer. Let's try that. 1, 2. I was thinking red too, but I only have 2 more reds. So I kind of wanted to balance them. So I'm just going to go with this one. Okay, this will work. Okay. Oh yeah, that's fine. That way we don't take away from that piece of jasper. What do you think? Let me bring it up to the camera. No, it's not heavy to wear. Believe it or not, Leon, it's not. Now, it's certainly not going to be a lightweight friendship bracelet, like if you were just doing seed beads, but no, it's not. It's not heavy, but when you have your loops that go all the way around to your wrist, if you're typing, probably not going to, be the bracelet that you're wearing. But it's definitely a cool statement piece. Yeah, we did. We got the mint green, right? Okay, let me see how much thread I have. And I'm going to do one more row here. So we'll go ahead. We'll have 2 loops on this row. We have probably just enough thread to do 2 more loops. So let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to see. I want to do one of these guys. Can't see. Where are you at, buddy? There we go. Ooh. Oh. Mess with me, won't ya? Oh, that's so sexy. Okay. Let's get our last loop in here. Oh my God, I can't even. This is going to be such a cool bracelet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's see. Do we want to do one of these big guys? I think so. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoops. 4, 5. Okay. And all the way out. Holy guacamole. I just can't. Okay. So I'm going to turn it around and yeah, I could probably figure out how to do 3 more. How are these laying right now? Let me see if I can't get a couple more loops with this thread. I hate to waste it. So 3, 4, 5, and I'm just going to do something little. So I'll pick up that little guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's like a slate. Oh, so gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and just, ooh, that'll be pretty. I'm getting really tight on my thread here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. And we're going to barely get one more out. So we're probably going to have to tilt my loom here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And, ooh, I think a baby blue. Oh, no, this guy. Let's do this guy. Where's the hole? Is it? Oh, there it is. I thought it was sideways. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Right? Nope, 4. Okay, 5. Where are you at? 5. Okay. 5. Oh my gosh, so pretty. All right, so I'm going to turn it around, and I want to, I'm going to just go through that row. Okay. And then I'm going to come up here. And what I'm doing is I'm just going to grab the warp, and I'm just going to tie off to it. Okay, and let's see if I can't do that one more time. Okay, and then I'm going to take the needle and push it down to the back so that the knot goes to the back. And then I'll just, where's my scissors? So I'm just going to trim it, and then later on I'll take the Wildfire burner. And so, yeah, so I'll just keep working on this, and then I'll have the finished piece, and then we're going to sew on a clasp. Where did my clasp go? Where'd you go, buddy? Oh, so in the kit you have a button, 3-hole button clasp, and we're going to sew that on. So I will probably do that as a part 4 all to itself, so that I can really concentrate on sewing it on and showing you. I know I've done that before, but I think that it'll just be better. So I'm going to finish my bracelet off camera. I do want to show you really quick. So, in the past, we've done, like, this was the earth tone kit, and we did the warps with the hemp, and it looked really, really cool. And then we just did the middle of our bracelet, and that looked really cool. So you do have that option that you could do that. But I just haven't made myself a really big chunky bracelet in a long time. So I'm super excited about this one. It's going to be a special piece. So let me turn off the lights. And Joan, if you want to do the honor. Oh, my poor throat. So prior to, oh God, it's so hot and humid. I apologize for having the fan on in the back, but it's hot. So, so before I came on, Katie Hacker and I were chatting it up, and we were, she was having me do photos. So they're doing something at Interweave, and she's like, shows me a photo that I from a long time ago, and she's like, "Can you do this, but vertical? You know, like landscape." So I'm like up against the wall before going live, and it's like one of these. So when you see that, you're going to know that it was right before this live. And I said to Katie, I said, you really need to come on with me. And she was like, yeah. So we're going to get Miss Katie Hacker to come on and play, and that'll be a lot of fun. So yeah, I know over the fan, you can't hear Marlon Brando. You can't hear him snoring. So, but anyway, so there were, I don't know how many kits are left. There were, I think, maybe 12 or something like that when we started. Very limited. And yeah, that's my story. So I hope you enjoy that. If you do get the kit, I can't wait to see your version of it. You're probably going to have a lot of extra beads, I would assume, at least some. You could probably string some for some earrings or something like that. Yes, it would be super awesome to have Miss Katie Hacker on. We love her. Thank you, Robin. Thank you, Sherry and Maria, and everyone watching and everyone that will be watching. And so again, I'm going to finish my bracelet off camera. I'll probably do one of those time-lapsed things that I like to do. I don't like to do something and then not have some video of it. And then I'll do the sewing of the button on as a part 4 video in between now, and hopefully soon I'll get that uploaded. And then I'm dreaming of what we're going to do next Thursday. I'm not sure. Always open for ideas. Yes. Thank you, Maria. Thank you. Thanks, Joan. Thanks, Gloria. Thank you, Jeanette. Thanks, all the peeps, all the looms, all the luminaries. All right. Love you guys. We will see you again. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.